LA, Los Angeles. See, there's an LA you see on TV. The bright lights, famous people, non-stop action, Showtime, Kobe and Shaq, Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones. And then there's the real LA. Dark nights, gang banging, my hometown. People come from all over the world to get discovered. But if you're from here like me, sometimes you stop at nothing to get up out of here. LA will always be home. It's where my family is, my friends, and lots of memories. So I had to come back to the City of Angels and get back to my roots. See how they're developing the next batch of stars and rediscover the heart of the city.
I was born here, I was raised here, but I didn't grow up here. I grew up in San Francisco, away from home. I really do not miss being here. I don't miss being, I just miss my family. It's more about who you know here and your network.
Here in LA, basketball is a family business with deep roots and small circles. Everybody knows everybody. And growing up, I used to play in these weekly basketball leagues put on by ARC. Rich Goldberg started ARC in the 80s in LA, and he's seen the rise of youth basketball in the area firsthand. So I wanted to pick his brain a little and see how LA Hoops has grown.
Then I formed the league just as a lark, as a fun thing, and it started taking off on me. We've had 41 players in 41 years go to the NBA, but a lot of guys now who are in the NBA coaching are former players. Jason Kidd is now coaching Milwaukee Bucks. Steve Kerr, who's with the Golden State Warriors. Byron Scott, I think he's coaching the Lakers now, from what I understand. So all these guys have been in our program, and now they're coaching the NBA, which is great to see, which maybe shows that they know a little bit about the game, you know. Over the last 5-7 years, actually, the level of play has gone down so much. It's kind of discouraging.
Wow.
There's been a proliferation of teams that have been created by parents or by other people who are not happy with their kids not being the star on one team, and so they form a team around their kid, or they're guys who think they know the game, and they think they can coach, and they go out and they don't teach the kids anything. They're not real coaches. I guess because a guy played doesn't mean he can coach. That's why we've tried starting it so young now, because if we can get these kids when they're 5, 6, and 7 before they get involved with the wrong people, then we don't have to worry about dealing with the bad habits they've already developed. You know, most of the kids at 5, 6, and 7 have not played before, and so, you know, you can teach them the right way to play. Southern California players want to practice being fancy with the ball and want to shoot. East Coast players want to play defense and want to pass and play as a team, you know, but don't shoot as well. It's a little tougher back in New York. Out here, they want to be nice and fancy and look good. They want to play with the ball. Okay, they want to shoot three-pointers. They can't make layups, they can't make free throws, but they want to practice three-pointers. Explain that to me.
There's something that Rich said about LA Hoopers that really hit home. I know it to be true because that player he was talking about, that player was me. I grew up on a healthy diet of Kobe. The ISOs, the fadeaway threes, the dunks, crossovers. He made the impossible seem spectacular. And that's what made him the perfect character for Hollywood. You can't change where you're from, but you can definitely choose where you want to go. That's why I'm always trying to help kids that want to get better. And there's no place I'd rather be than working with my brothers at my old high school, Price.
Just get up a little higher. Don't bring it down. You did what your cousin did. Good. You still Euroing. Still Euroing it. You jump quick. 1, 2. Good. There you go. Nice. There you go. You know how I would finish a layup like this? And I would just stretch out like that? It's like that. That's all it is. You do 4 sets of 100 reps. So we're gonna start, but you don't have to have these on, but I want you guys to put them on, because it works. All the gloves do is make the ball feel slippy. And if
Hey, slam it, slam it, slam it. 7, 8, 9.
the knee a little bit more, spread out wider. Just drag it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Good. 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 We got a good thing going at Price High School to where we're trying to build this more consistently. We all kind of look after each other. For me, it's more about just giving back to the program that took care of you, and I felt like Price did a pretty good job of taking care of me, and not only me, just a bunch of other players. And it's a good thing. We got a really good thing going at Price, and I'm just hoping that I can continue to keep that going. And the players that are at the school right now, they can continue to raise the players that are coming up through the program after them. That's the way it should be, though.
I didn't grow up highly ranked. I wasn't good enough. I didn't know the best AAU team to play for, or really what was the best way to get recruited. But you gotta know how to put yourself in the best position to succeed. And one person who understands that is Marcus Levette Sr. He's a basketball guy through and through. He trains players, runs his own basketball organization, and is really involved with his kids. His oldest son, Marcus Levette Jr., is one of the best point guards I've ever seen to this day. And while the family lives in LA, young Marcus moved to Chicago to play in his senior season. See, LA is swimming with sharks. So what's a father to do when your son is one of the top high school talents in the nation? The only thing you can do is take him out the pool.
I think it's less personal. Out here, I think it's so much glitz and glam and, this is California, and you either in with the in crowd or you not. Before, youth basketball wasn't, people just push it to the side like it's nothing. Now it's a big industry. 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, all the way on down. It's becoming more and more important because they want to find them early so they can pull them away. The way I keep my son, level, and what everybody says is that he's humble or whatever, that started a long time ago because I knew he was going to be good, but I didn't want him growing up big-headed, so to speak, what they call big head. I didn't want that, so I kept him away. Just kept telling him, hey, you're not there yet. Don't listen to what everybody's telling you. Aaron Holiday, know his dad. Tyler Dorsey, know his dad. Benny Boatwright, know his dad. Shabazz Muhammad, know his dad. When you live in Los Angeles, it's going to be a player somewhere in Los Angeles that's good too. It's 10 million people in the city. So I was blessed that while they was coming up, I met some of those dads. Some of those dads had kids that was older than mine, so I got to watch them. I got to see what they were doing. I think if you got an athlete, if you have one born to you or you have one that you blessed to work with, you just got to protect them. You got to protect them and try to teach them the right way.
He raised him in a good way to the point where he doesn't have to worry about Marcus doing anything crazy when he's away from home. Because when I got a chance to meet little Marcus, he just seemed like a real cool dude, down to earth. He just seems like he's about all the right things about what love is for basketball. He has it. So now we're headed up to one of the guys that he was actually mentioning. We're going to watch Aaron Holiday play, and what's interesting about him and his family, I got a chance to play Campbell Hall when I was at Price High School in my senior year, and I played against both of his brothers, Justin and Drew, and both which are in the NBA. And at the time, Justin was just like, he was very athletic. His brother Drew was shorter than him, but you could see the type of potential that he had. And look where they are now. So I'm trying to see if there's going to be another one coming out of there pretty soon.
They're basketball royalty in LA. Mom and dad played at Arizona State. Big brothers Drew and Justin are in the NBA. Big sister Lauren played at UCLA. And now little brother Aaron is next up to play for the Bruins. They say 1 time's a fluke, 2 times a coincidence, and 3 times a trend. I don't know what they say about the 4th time, but whatever it is, this family's doing something right.
That's one of my goals, to actually play with both of my brothers in the league. Growing up, we didn't really play one-on-one that much, but now I'm 18, so we can really play. So growing up with them in the house, going outside, playing with them, my sister as well, they really helped me to try to get an all-around game. And, I mean, my opinion is that we have it all. We can dribble, we can shoot, and we can play defense. So I don't know. I just try to go out and play hard every game I can, you know. Just go out there, show what I can do every time I step on the court, and whatever happens, happens.
We knew they played ball, but we didn't say, oh my gosh, they're going to go to NBA. We never even thought that either. So we knew they were going to college. We didn't necessarily think that. No, we didn't. And so maybe that's why. Maybe we were just like, okay, we're just raising these kids to, be, awesome members in our community. I don't know.
And it was easy because they wanted to be in the gym. It wasn't like we forced them. It was something they liked to do. So, they would ask us to go to the gym. Can we go to the gym? And they'd ask the mom to open the gym when we got here. But when they were younger, we just do it outside.
He would say, if you don't want to shoot, then we can go home. And if I didn't want to shoot, that's what we would do. We would go home. So that's what really made me want to do it. So I'll just be shooting. He'd be like, if we don't want to shoot, then go home. So then I'll pick it up. So he just really taught me just to want it yourself, pretty much.
I think you do have to teach kids how to be humble, because especially in Los Angeles, these kids have access to everything, and you have to teach them that not everything is okay. Everything's not good. And you have to teach them that self-control and that discipline. I think nowadays they're just teaching kids to be, you're number one, you just be our shooter. Okay, well, what happens when you're going up against somebody with the same talent? You got to know how to get a stop. You got to know how to just slam the ball down. You got to know how to shoot. So I think that's just basketball.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a famous basketball player. Now, I'd rather just lay in the background. I guess that's why I like training and editing so much. It's less about me, I'm behind the scenes. Since I started doing both, things have started coming full circle. Like coming back to LA. Rolling around the city of lights reminds me of what I love and why I left. I'm not thinking about making it to the NBA like these young guys. Making it as a star in LA is their future. For me, this city is my past. But we're all still motivated by the same thing, that's basketball. My time here has shown me that everyone has their own journey to success, defined differently by everyone. That's why I gotta spread my wings and keep moving out of the city of angels.